Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner and I'm back with my second planner tag video for this series. So last week I shared with you the Mrs. Brimble's planner organisation tag, so I'll leave a link to that down below. This week I am doing the Miss Trenchcoat or Alexis perfect planner tag. Tag? I don't know, what do you call it? It's a tag video. So it's sort of a mini series for me on how I use my planners and hopefully giving you guys a bit of information about how I use them. So I'll try not to double up too much on the information, but each of these planner tags are slightly different. So I will get back into it. And I will say all of these planner tags start with how many planners you're using. So I'll sort of just do a really quick show, because if you saw my last video, you'll have seen me go in depth about how I use each of them. So the first question is, how many paper planners do you own? Show us. So I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 planners. And I don't use all of them for planning. So the ones that I use on a very regular basis are these ones: Kikki.K, Webster's Pages and a Day Timer. So this is my daily planner, this is my journal, this is my weekend get things done planner. These two, let me get out of the way. These two are my interchangeable work planners. So these ones go with me to and from work every week. I have 2 personal size planners that I don't use and I will probably be selling in the near future. And I have 2 large Kikki.K planners, one which is a home planner, which is basically me tracking stuff for my apartment that's being built. And I have another one that I use for Bible journaling when it strikes my fancy to actually do that. And they're sort of all over the house. But these are the main ones that I use regularly. So when did you start using a paper planner? Question 2. I started using it in 2014 and about April. It's because I walked into a Kikki.K store and I bought myself an A5 size, I think I said this in the other video, I think it's a raspberry planner. So it's the red one. And yeah, I had a go at using that. Ultimately, it turned out to be too big for me. I'm not really good at sticking in A5 planners. The day timer is working for me at the moment. It is the larger size because it is primarily for weekend tasks. So I only actually put things in it on the weekend. I don't really have calendars in it. I just date the inserts as I go, and it has my list of things to get done. And that does not leave the house. In fact, it does not leave this room. It stays here near my desk, and that's it. But yeah, and then I think it must have been halfway through 2014 that I got the lilac and gold diamond Kikki.K medium-sized planner, which I started using regularly. That was a much better size. And then from there I picked up my Why Not planner. I picked up my black medium-sized Kikki.K. And I will say that predominantly I use Kikki.K planners because here in Australia, that's actually the easiest option for me to access. I have a Kikki.K store about 15 minutes from where I live, whereas trying to track down Filofaxes, I mean, I can go to Officeworks and they sometimes have good Filofaxes in there, but predominantly not. I have had a Filofax domino, which I actually gave to the daughter of a friend of mine because it just wasn't working for me. But yes, so that's how I started using my planners, and it was a bit of a hot mess at the start, and now I think I've got my groove going, 2 years later. Okay, question 3, how many planner calendar apps do you use on your phone? Show us. I use 1. Here's my phone. Let's open it up. I use 1. I use the calendar app. And that's only for forward planning. If something comes up, this is what I generally have on hand with me. So I put things in here, which then syncs to my computer, which then when I come to do my planning, I check my calendar on my computer. Not very tech savvy, I know, but what can I do? The online planning, calendar apps do not work for me because I do not live by my phone. That's just my thing. Do you prefer paper or digital planners? Why? Paper, and I said this in the Mrs. Brimble's tag, I prefer paper because if I write it down, I'm more likely to remember it. It's all well and good to have your phone beeping you at you all the time to remind you to do things, but I actually don't want it to talk to me. I use my phone to take photos, I use it to send messages, and I use it to track things on the go. That's it. I actually don't want the phone talking to me, telling me to do things. I prefer having that in my planner, and I prefer checking things off. There's something about pen on paper that works better for me, which is nuts because I love technology. You can ask anyone. I'm the go-to person for technology at work at the minute, and I have to have a paper planner. I just can't do it any other way. So question 5, if you could design your perfect planner or app, what would it be? Okay, so this one I can answer. My perfect planner. If I could design a planner that I would love and love and love. So, I've talked about in the other video, this is my unicorn planner. This is the one that I absolutely love. And I love it because it's white and pink and black, and those are my colors. And I love the black rings. If I could design my perfect planner, it would be like this. It would be black, because the one thing that I do like is a black planner. I just think it looks really sleek. It would be black on the outside. It would be hot pink on the inside, and it would have these black rings in this size. I think these rings are larger than, they're about an inch or larger. They're really, really big. That would be my perfect planner. But until then, this is my perfect planner. Let's see. Number 6, which planner do you think is the prettiest? You don't have to own this one. It can also be an app. I think that one's the prettiest. Also, the Webster's Pages one, which is why I got it, was because it's pretty and it's gold foil. Honestly, though, it doesn't have to be pretty, and I'll be honest with that. I love this one because this is what I love. It's got my colors. It's not, my ideal dream planner. I just explained what my dream one would be. But I love it. It's gorgeous. It's me. I think really when you're thinking about a prettiest planner, you really have to think about what works for you. I don't need the greatest leather. I don't need it to be super soft. I don't need it to be, all of those things. It needs to work. That works. It happens to be pretty, so fabulous. Number 7, what's the craziest thing you track in your planner? I don't know if they're necessarily crazy things that I track in my planner. Things that I track. I track my period. I track my steps. I track what I'm reading. I track what I'm watching. I track, let's see, what else? I've started tracking doing nightly meditation. I've started tracking significant events that happen at the end, like going back at the end of the day and putting things back into my planner. So that sort of stuff. I don't think any of that is particularly crazy. I think that's just things to keep track of. Occasionally I keep track of meals, but I don't really do that often either. Number 8, how many hours a day do you spend with your planner? Honestly, if I spend, it depends which planner. So my personal planner, I might spend half an hour to an hour with it open. I don't need it open all the time. With my work planner, so the one that I physically take with me to work that has my work diary and my work weekly spread in it, that one I tend to have out on my desk all day, and I tend to check it when I've got time. Now, I have a lot of face-to-face teaching time with my kids, so I don't spend a lot of time checking my planner while I'm with the kids. I'll do it if I have my APT or time release and I need to get things done. So it does depend on in a day. So probably around about an hour cumulative. It doesn't dictate my life. It's there to make my life easier, and it's there if I need it. Number 9, does your planner go to bed with you? No, it goes to bed itself, and it sits on my shelf over here, and it stays there until I need it. Question 10, what is your current planner of choice out of the planners you own? Well, I think I've already answered that. It's this one, the Kikki.K Why Not planner. I just like the size of it. I can stuff it. And as I've said before, this one stays at home. So it doesn't matter how big it gets, how heavy it gets, because this is quite heavy and I love it. But this would not be, even though it's a medium / personal size, it's not entirely portable. It's quite heavy. but this is my current planner choice. I tried switching out of it into my Webster's Pages. It didn't work. So this is what I'm sticking to. So that's the 10 questions for the Miss Trenchcoat Perfect Planner tag. Yes, I'm a little bit nutty. It's okay. But like I said, you know, with everything, these are my own opinions and my own thoughts and a little bit of an insight into how I plan. So if you would like more information on anything, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to share it in future videos. That's easy enough to do. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you like this video and that you subscribe to the channel so that you get future content, because I am putting out stuff all the time. Next week I will do the final planner tag, which is the Planner Addict tag, and I will share that with you guys as well. So hopefully there was a bit of extra information from this video that wasn't in last week's video, and that next week there will be a bit more for you as well. So thank you very much. I can't wait to hear from you guys. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.